Hi, Maxes about TEFFO. Hi. Mina nginenkinga. Honestly, I don't trust that man for one.
Charges put to you.
Mzansi Unfiltered. Uyawazwisisa amacala othweswa wona? Asikafiki lapho. Sifuna uqonda nje ukuthi uyezwa bathi benzeni. Okay. Accused number 2 also understand the charges as leveled against him, my lord.
Mr. Ngube.
Mnumzana Mncube. Uwazwile amacala othweswa wona mnumzana? Uyawazwisisa kahle. Accused number 3 understand all charges as leveled against him.
Mr. Mapisa.
Mnumzana Mapisa. Uwazwile amacala othweswa wona mnumzana? Uyazwisisa kahle. Accused number 4 understand charges as leveled against him, my lord.
And Mr. Ntuli.
Mnumzana Ntuli. Uyawazwisisa amacala wonke othweswa wona mnumzana? Accused number 5 understand charges as leveled against him, my lord.
To all the accused, do you understand the implications of sections 92, subsection 2, 94, 256, and 261 of the Criminal Procedure Act, as well as section 1 of the Criminal Procedure Act, number 51 of 1977, and section 51(2) of the Criminal Law Amendment Act, and section 3 of the Firearms Controls Act, as well as the corresponding sentencing legislation, and section 90 of the Firearms Controls Act, as well as the corresponding sentencing legislation? Do you understand the implications of those sections? Were you favored with explanations? Most of these sections have to do with the approach to sentencing in the event of conviction. You are not convicted as yet, but if you were to be convicted, do you understand the implications of those sections being read with the counts that were put to you? Mr. Sibia.
Ingaba niyazwisisa nonke ukuthi ukuchaza ukuthini makhulunywa ngalama section la section 92 of 251 of 194 njalo njalo ukufikela ku section 3 no section 90. Ngaba abameli beni banichazisele ukuthi usho ukuthini nokuthi maningathola nini ecala ningawisela ziphi izigwebo? Singaqala ngawe mnumzana Sibi. Akakuchazisela ngumeli wakho. I have no clue, my lord.
Mr. Mzansi.
Mnumzana Mzansi. Ngaba ukuchazisela umeli wakho ukuthi ukuchaza kuthini masikhuluma ngalama section la siwafundile? My counsel had not yet explained it to me, my lord.
Mr. Ngube.
My counsel had not yet explained it to me, my lord.
Mr.
Mnumzana Mapisa. I have not yet been explained about this section, my lord.
Mr. Ntuli.
Mnumzana Ntuli. Umeli wakho. My counsel did explain to me, my lord.
So ZANDILE Khumalo says she does not trust Advocate TEFFO. I wonder why. I wonder where that statement is coming from. And why would she declare that? But you know what? I digress. We'll come back to that, okay, in a separate video. But let's go into what Judge Maumela asked the 5 accused. In my layman opinion, humble opinion, with all due respect. What? So let me repeat what he said. Do you understand the implications of section 92, subsection 294, 256, and 261 of the Criminal Procedure Act, as well as section 1 of the Criminal Procedure Act number 51 of 1977, and section 5 and section 51(2) of the Criminal Law Amendment Act, and section 3 of the Firearms Controls Act, as well as the corresponding sentencing legislation, and section 90, as well as the hello sir. Now let us be fair. For one, but let's be fair. Comment down below if you understand any of these sections or have even got a copy of the Criminal Procedures Act. Let me, you know what? Let me know. I'll put my hand up and say, no, I don't have one. Let me know in the comment section if you were ever found on the other side of the courtroom, okay, being accused of any kind of crime, and a judge asked you this question, would you be able to answer? In all fairness, I think that question was unfair. I think it was just for the record that, these people know about this. I think it was just for the record, okay? It was just for the record. But in actual fairness, do they know? Do you know? I think they did the right thing by saying no. And even the no was like, what are we talking about again? You know what, let me just say no, because I know I didn't kill Senzo, but now they're asking me all these numbers. What is going on? But we hear them all say no. And you know what? Kudos to Mshololo. Okay, Advocate Mshololo did, surprisingly, explain to Ufisoguhle Ntuli. But if you remember, Advocate TEFFO is the one who said the adjournment for Mshololo is a waste of time. It's a waste of time, and he wants to jump straight into the trial for the 5 accused. But hey, looks like Mshololo spent her time wisely with accused number 5. But then the 4 other accused don't know. So now the court is going to have to spend time explaining that. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that with regards to Advocate TEFFO. Now, I want to make sure that I clarify that these videos, okay, I'm not trying to find TEFFO wrong of anything. I'm just breaking it down so we see exactly the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what in the hell really went wrong for him to have been dragged out of court and now be behind bars over there at Kgosi Mampuru or wherever they've moved him to. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. And let's continue on this. Now the judge is about to give an explanation around competent verdict. Imagine just being at the beginning of your trial and this judge is talking like you're guilty and trying to explain to you what happens if you're found guilty. No, I would just want to get to the part where I say not guilty, okay? Just let's say not guilty. Let me hear these witnesses. And by the way, stay to the end. You got to hear what the witnesses did way back then at the very beginning. The nerve.
Mr. To all the accused, were you favored with an explanation around competent verdicts that are relevant to the charges put to you? To give you an example, where one is charged with assault, with murder, and you plead not guilty and evidence is led, it may happen at some times that you are found not guilty of the initial charge put to you in the sense of murder, but the same evidence, or based on the same evidence, you are found guilty of a competent verdict like assault, attempted murder, assault common, assault by threat, things like those. Were you favored with those explanations? And the reason why you need to know is that as you proceed, putting up a defense, you should not only look at the main count put, you should also be aware that there is a competent verdict that may come up at the end of the trial. Mr. Sibia, were you given that explanation?
Competent verdict. Njengoba ngichazela khona manje. Inkantolo ifuna ukuqonda ukuthi ummeli wakho ingaba ukuchazele yona le nto uqeda ukuchazela yona malunga nalama cala uhlelo ukuthi ungahle uthole ucala mhlambe kuma competent verdict ngaze ngakwenzela umzekele ngale yokubulala. So ukuchazela ummeli wakho. I was not favored with an explanation, my lord.
Mr. Mzansi?
Nuzana Mzansi, ngaba wena ukuchazela ummeli wakho. Okay. Can I, my lord, again repeat?
Yeah.
Masikhuluma nge-competent verdict. Sikhuluma ngecala ongahle uthole ufumane unecala ngalo. Mhlawumbe umzekelo unikezwa ubekwa icala lokubulala. Kodwa wena uyayiphika lecala lokubulala. Ubufakazi ngapha uchaze bona ukuthi lo akabulalanga kodwa ushayile noma ukhombe ngesibhamu esabisa mthethuzeni noma ugwaze ngomese kodwa umuntu wakhona usaphila. So mawungakuthola unecala kuleli cala eliphezulu lokubulala ungafumana unecala kuleli elichazwe ubufakazi. mhlambe ukuzama ukubulala, ukushaya noma ukushaya ngenhloso yokukhipha ingozi ezimbi. I-competent verdict le iyazwakala manje. Njalo nangokuphanga namanye amacala ane-competent verdict ihamba njalo. Iyazwakala. Ngaba ukuchazela ummeli wakho ukuthi i-competent verdict ihamba njalo. I was not favored with an explanation, my lord.
Mr. Ngube, were you favored with that explanation?
Ngaba ukuchazele ummeli wakho Mnumzana Ngube ngokuthi ichaza ukuthini i-competent verdict. I was not favored with an explanation, my lord.
Mr. Mapisa?
Mnumzana Mapisa. Okay. I was not favored with an explanation, my lord.
Mr. Mtuli?
Mnumzana Mtuli. I was not favored with an explanation, my lord.
Mr. Advocate TEFFO and Advocate Mshololo'S. I view that it is important that the accused persons be favored with explanations around the implications of corresponding pieces of legislation, like where a sentencing legislation, in the sense of pieces of or sections that provide for minimum sentencing. I view that it is vital, and I'm aware of case law where problems arose out of failure to explain to the accused. Similarly, competent verdicts. You will realize competent verdicts don't appear anywhere in the or the offences entailed in the competent verdicts are not included anywhere in the indictment, and therefore it is vital that an explanation be made, or that the accused be favored with an explanation. I also know that where lay people are involved, it may well be that you did explain that, but when we name it here, it no longer rings as anything that the accused was favored with. So I'm going to appeal to both of you, to the best of your knowledge. If you think you have explained everything, including competent verdicts, then it's okay for us to proceed. If not, it's only fair that we allow that to happen, so that as the accused go about defending themselves with your assistance, they do have in mind both the competent verdicts and the applicable sentencing legislation.
Please, the court, Your Lordship. I'll do that.
So, to the best of your knowledge, do you think you did give your clients the relevant explanations?
The relevant explanation was done, Your Lordship. It's just that this is a different atmosphere here. Nonetheless, I'm still amenable if this court provides such to can go and make a further.
I asked you to guide us with regard to whether you view it necessary. Even if it's a repetition.
It is, Your Lordship.
Advocate Mshololo.
My Lord, I was also going to ask the same, my Lord, to say, just to save time, the competent verdicts were not explained by myself to accused number 5, but maybe if the court can assist us just to save time to explain them, my Lord.
Yeah.
It's a humbly request, my Lord.
Okay.
Thank you.
Advocate Baloyi, anything?
No, nothing further from us.
Yeah. Regarding the pieces of legislation that were read with the counts put to you, those pieces of legislation provide for a sentencing regime determined by Parliament at the time it enacted those pieces of legislation. And in most instances, the pieces of legislation provide for minimum sentences that the court in its discretion may impose on a given accused in the event of conviction.
So the competent verdict was not understood by any of the 5 accused. The interpreter had to re-say it again. By the way, speaking of the interpreter, can she be the one who comes back when they return on July 22nd? Pretty please to the powers that be, because wow, we need an interpreter who actually can interpret. But I digress. So, the explanation around competent verdict was a little bit confusing for everyone, okay? And the Mshololo'S said, you know what, Mr. Judge, can you please explain it to the people? How about you explain it to the accused? Let's save time. Let's not try and do the adjournments again. because we all know you guys like to call Mshololo queen of adjournment, but this time she said, no, go ahead, judge, do your thing. Do your thing. You know better. You are the judge. Tell us the explanation around competent verdict. So just in case you missed it, competent verdict is in this case, right? They are being charged for the attempted murder of Zandile. So instead of it being, maybe the evidence will show that it's not attempted murder, it's assault. You assaulted Zandile with a gun. So the charge is lowered, meaning also the sentence for that competent verdict is also lower. I'm trying also here to explain it, but I got it. I got it when the judge explained. Let me know if you got it. Comment down below. Let me know. Was Mshololo being sneaky when she said, Judge, you explain it? But do you know what? I also got this flashback. I was like, oh my God, would Mshololo have even had the audacity to ask Judge Ratta to explain? And how would Judge Ratta have let's say Mshololo did go ahead and ask Judge Ratta, how would Judge Ratta have responded? Comment down below. Comment as if you're Judge Ratta. What would he have said back to Mshololo? Oh my God. All right, Mzansi, that is it from me today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I absolutely love it when you do. If you've made it this far in the video, also drop a heart in the comment section and I'll be there to say hello to you as well. If you are watching from outside the club, when I catch you, I'm just kidding, Mzansi. Help a girl get to 100,000 subscribers. I know. We're just past a quarter of 100,000, but I still want to get there. That doesn't change the fact that I still want that 100,000 subscribers plaque, and I can only get it with you supporting. Please continue to support the channel. Absolutely love it when you do. Let me know in the comment section what you think so far of this series. This was episode 3, the good, the bad, and the ugly of the Senzo Meyiwa trial. We're doing this series to recap everything that happened, well, most things or things that stand out of what happened pre this recession of until they return, okay? July 2022. How many days left? Today is the 7th of July. Okay. We have about just over 15 days. We're past the halfway mark. Whew. Okay, I cannot wait. Drop a 2 in the comment section down below if you also can't wait for them to return. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in my next upload.